Good morning, church.
Good morning.
I've had this devotion on my heart for quite some time, probably 2 months now. Brother Gene started preaching on it last Sunday, and I was like, Lord, thank you. He just opened up more scriptures for me. I don't want to stand up here and just repeat everything he said, so I have some different scriptures, but my devotion is waiting on the Lord.
Amen.
I know Brother Gene preached through faith and patience, Hebrews chapter 6, verse 12. That was a blessing to me, brother. And thank you, Brother Gary, too, for your message this morning, which kind of goes along with what I have here. As Brother Gene says, Christians, we have faith, which gives hope, which allows patience. Luke 21:19 says, in your patience possess ye your soul. What a great verse that is there. As we know, in our world today is very hectic. Everybody is so busy. Nobody pays attention to anything. We have a phone in our hand all the time. There's things that go on, and nobody's wanting to wait for anything these days. I mean, I'm speaking about myself too. I mean, there's so many things that we are encompassed with besides the Word. It's hard to be in the world, but we have hope today. We have hope. We must be patient also. I will share, like as a natural man, I want to fix things. I work, I'm an electrician. I'm always wanting to fix something. And I'll admit sometimes I try to fix my problems or my family's problems. I do go to the Lord on it, but I still feel like I'm leaning towards my own understanding more than I should, and Lord, forgive me for that. I'll give you an account, personal account in my life. Happened way back when. Kelly and I had been married for a little while, and we're deciding to have kids. Everybody has kids, right? So it went on for a while, no kids. Another year went by, another year went by. Lord, what's going on? Well, I don't make a long story short. We had doctors get involved, the medical field, which is a great thing. The Lord granted us a child. And 3 years later, He granted us another child. The doctors could not do that without the Lord's hand on that. And it took us praying. It took our faith to have that hope and that to give us that patience to go through that trial for 7 years. And I truly believe that the Lord put me through that time to bring me closer to Him.
Yep.
And save my soul and let me rest in Him. Thank you, Lord. I don't want to get choked up. I just want to give you an account of some of the suffering, that I've been through. And I know we've all been through it. Everybody has things that they've been through. Just bring it to the Lord. It's in His timing. It's in God's timing. It's not ours.
Right.
Let's look at Psalm chapter 37, verses 7 through 9. And this is one of the things we often, I did. I don't want to speak for Kelly, but sometimes, I think, why are these people out here that I consider bad at the time, why are they having kids and we can't, But the Lord showed me this right here. Rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Fret not thyself because of him who prospereth in his way, because of the man who bringeth wicked devices to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. It was all in God's timing. We must rest in Him and give all of our cares and worries to Him. With that being said, Brother Bentley was here Wednesday night. I know Brother Gary touched on it. And I'd been thinking about that also with his missionary and what he's going through and in God's time. And he was talking about the okra seed, and I want to bring it up again. You know, he planted it first year, it didn't come up a year later. Well, that was in God's time. We're out here in the world, and people are seeing us. We're planting our seed. Brother Gene is spreading the word, the gospel. That's the seed. We must take it in, but it is in God's time. It's in His hand. We must pray for that. Let's read John 12:24. This is something that was mentioned Wednesday night. Verily, verily, I say unto you, except the corn of wheat fall into the ground and die, it abideth alone. But if it die, it bringeth forth much fruit. The dead seed was planted in the dirt, and in God's time it produced much fruit. In God's time, waiting on the Lord. I mean, I'm speaking to myself too. I mean, we must die to ourselves daily, weeding out those briars and thorns, which in turn will produce more fruit. If you get rid of those briars and thorns, guess what? There's more fruit there that will come up, Brother Gary. Look at Luke 8:15. But on the good ground are they, which in an honest and good heart, having heard the word, keep it, and bring forth fruit with patience. Keeping that word which you've heard will bring forth fruit with patience. As our brother said even last week, patience is strengthened by tribulation. It's that persecution that we face that will strengthen us, will make us become more patient, trusting in the Lord. Here's some words of encouragement here. Psalm 40, verses 1 and 2. I waited patiently for the Lord, and He inclined unto me and heard me cry. He brought me up also out of an horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock, and established my goings. The Lord hears our cries. He hears His people. Trust in Him. All right, last verse, Lamentations 3:24 through 26. The Lord is my portion, saith my soul. Therefore will I hope in Him. The Lord is good unto him that wait for Him, to the soul that seeketh Him. It is good that a man should both hope and quietly wait for the salvation of the Lord. That's what we must do today. We want to kick and scream and try to figure it out ourselves, but we must wait for the Lord patiently.
Amen. God.